Google, shut up! Shut up! The homeless guy says, fine, I'll just wait at the bottom. It has about 20 side piece. Welcome, my broskies! It's VOIDECUS here today on another podcast. And yeah, gray shirt, black shorts. I didn't even show you the podcast setup, how I'm doing these podcasts. But anyway, let me scoot over this side. But yeah, I'm not even gonna sit out in the center. I'm just comfy. But anyways, how is it going? I never really asked last time, like, how's your day? What you cooking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Whatever time you're watching this. As you know, I'm Jamaican. And just, yeah, I'm not probably not even gonna waste your time. And yeah. Maybe looking at me and wondering, hey, how old is this guy? Let me just scoot up for you. I'm 18 as a podcaster. This is the second episode and I'm already telling you my age. I'm 18. Don't need to know how tall I am. All you need to know is that I'm 18. I'll maybe tell you some more a little later down in the podcast. If you like and subscribe and show the comments on what you want me to do for the next section of this podcast. As you know, I'm doing this podcast alone, so let's get started. But anyway, let's see. Okay. Today, we're, as we always do in my first podcast, if you haven't watched it already, click down below, somewhere down there.
For this next section,
okay, hold up. Oh, shut up, Google. Google, shut up! Shut up! Sorry. Sorry. But anyway, look down there somewhere. Click my VOIDECUS icon of the Void King. Go on my channel. You'll see my first podcast and just watch it. Like and subscribe. Put the comments. It'll be really appreciative. But, you know, let's get straight into this. Today, the Reddit of today, because that's what we're calling it. Reddit of today is called What's Your Favorite Dark Humor Joke? And we're just going to start. These ones are long, so... What's your favorite dark humor joke? Having recently lost my job, I have been volunteering my spare time up at the local child cancer ward. And in doing so, have become good friends with a young 10-year-old boy called Jimmy. I sat with him and hold his hand as he has his chemotherapy. I don't know how you do chemotherapy. I'm gonna have to research that, but down below on how chemotherapy works. I take him to the movies when he's feeling well enough, and with the little spare money I have, spend toys on him. Now reading this is a man who's going to heaven. Got time. He's kind. Today he asked me, little Timmy, let me see if I can do my best little Timmy voice. Mister, I can't do it. I'm gonna try again. Hey, mister, will you still come visit me when I leave the hospital? And then this guy replied, not a chance. I fucking hate cemeteries. Nigga, you just got yourself a 100% chance rate of going to heaven. But now, you don't even want to go to a cemetery just to visit the little cancer patient. I'm going to have to bring that down a notch, my G. You just F yourself. Like, damn. Next. What is your favorite dark humor joke? A guy calls in sick to work. His boss doesn't believe him and he calls him back. Ring, ring. Boss answered. Boss at the line. You don't sound sick, sir. Why are you not coming to work? Because I don't hear no cough, cough. And it seems like you don't have no cancer. Pick up the phone. This nigga replies, boss, I'm in bed banging my sister. Don't I sound sick enough to you? no. I the only two things that can go wrong here. There's only two things. Either one, he's not banging his sister, he just says it to get the boss off his back and just be lazy at home, or he's actually banging his sister and he's just completely sick in the head, or he's just from Alabama. You know, Sweet Home Alabama. You know how all these enemies work. Damn. But anyway, next. What's your favorite dark humor joke? A woman is at the top of a cliff, working up the nerve to jump to her death. Don't jump to your death, kids, adults, teenagers. Be happy. Don't have a stick up your ass. Jump to her death when a smelly homeless person walks up and says, "Hey lady, if you're going to jump, why don't we have sex first?" And she yells, "No, get away from me." So the homeless guy says, "Fine, I'll just wait at the bottom." Now I don't know what to say to that, because one, it could potentially save this woman from killing herself due to whatever depression she has. Two, this homeless man just wants some pum to bang. This man is sexually frustrated. He's deprived. Is the word I should say. Very deprived. So he saw his chance and opportunity to have a woman who's depressed give him top. If I'm phrasing that right. Oh Lord. Cause imagine you're the lady, you're like this, you're on the edge of a cliff, you look down, you see how far that fall is. Don't know if you can see me. And you stretch out your hands like this. The lady try to build up the nerve, has her eyes closed, she's like, "I can do this. I can do this. My husband cheated on me. He has about 20 side piece." Oh, back. And he forced me to have an abortion. He divorced me and took all my money. He even took the car. He ruined my life. He even scratched my boom boom. He didn't even tell me he had STDs. And then the homeless man just walked by, heard that, it's like, STDs? Depressed woman, husband leaving her. Oh my God, this is fabulous. Walks over, touches her on the shoulder. Hi miss. I know you're depressed, gonna jump. I heard that your husband left you. You have STDs, but I really don't mind. Do you think before you jump, could we, bow chicken wow bit? Woman turns, smells the absolute stench coming off this frost man. And she turned around and I said, "Ew." That's the worst thing a woman could say. Ew. Ew is what a woman said. Diva said no. She said, ew. Raw. And she said, "Get away from me." Rotted. But the man still down to take you like a champ and take you with chess. But she put him and take you with chess. So man turned around, look at him and said, "Woman, man, going from a happy face down to a depressed face." I was like, "Watch. Alright, watch. Go on, jump. Once I jump off and dead, let me just go down to the bottom with a still nice, dead, fresh body. Drag it, pull on your dress, whip out, and pa. By a dead body. Imagine, woman jump, dead. And then as she saw rise with her body, she looked. She see the same smelly guy who touched up on her shoulder. molester. No, if I say the word right, I don't want you to ban me. YouTube podcast, please. Oh my, I'm gonna read the next one. I'm not gonna take long. I'm gonna read the next one because we have different sections to do. This is a podcast. Later on the pod, maybe I'll show you a blooper. Maybe I'll show you the setup I got. But yeah, let's go. What is your favorite dark humor joke? Okay. There was once a missionary preaching in a small African tribe. The people there loved him, and every day more were converted. But one day, a white baby was born. White. Whiter than the crust of the moon. Whiter than chalk. Whiter than the whitest paint. Man can blend in like a gecko. So, white baby was born to one of the women in the tribe. Black, white. The chief immediately sent for the missionary and demanded to know why he had broken the commandments he had so lovingly taught to his people. The missionary, having been a devoted Christian his entire life, asked to see the child. Upon viewing the baby, it became clear that this baby was albino. And so, the missionary attempted to explain this to the chief, saying, "Chief, this child suffers from condition of the skin which changed the color to white. He is still a child, but his skin just light. I'm not talking about light-skinned people, his skin well lighter than the sun. Also, as an example, look upon your flock of sheep. All are white, except one which is black." The chief cut him off and say, yo, okay, hold on. I won't tell about the baby if you don't chat about my sheep. No, if you look upon that now, I say, my G, if I look upon that singular black sheep in a herd of white cow, I better make sure some me no see fear face upon the sheep. Cause how is there just a singular black sheep in a herd full of racist white sheep? Imagine. Yo, better make sure something not go in there, take up a black sheep, look on the black sheep and like, Chief, we'll make this black sheep have a eye and your nose them. Matter of fact, why this sheep have the same coloration as your teeth? Yo. But anyway, next. What is your favorite dark humor joke? This is the last one I have. A cowboy walked into a seedy cafe in a small town in West Texas. Yeehaw! He sat down at the counter and noticed an older cowboy with his arms folded, staring blankly at a bowl of chili. Yo, bomb up your toilet. Chili, bomb up your toilet. After about 15 minutes of just sitting there, staring at it, the young cowboy bravely asked, "Hey partner, if it ain't fun to eat that, do you mind if I do?" The older cowboy slowly turned his head. Right? Twas a young regular, very Texan, regular, and in the best cowboy manner said, "Nah, go ahead." Eagerly, the young cowboy reached over, slid the bowl, and proceeded to utterly devour the bowl of chili, spooning it down, it with delight. He got nearly down to the bottom before noticing a rotten dead rat in the chili. The sight was shocking and he immediately upchoked the chili. Upchoked. If you know what upchuck means, choke. Vomit the chili into the bowl. The old cowboy quietly said, "Yup, that's as far as I got too." Imagine that. No. Imagine that. No, don't, just deep it, just deep it. Imagine. You walk in, you see an older cowboy with a bowl of chili in front of him, and man, I stare for the chili. You go over, that's why the saying goes in Jamaica. Not to remember, but you're enough for radio. You see, man go over and see, say, yo, you're gonna me, man, dry, man say, no, you can't take it. Dry, itty, and see one dead rat. The head of rat just look out of the bowl, so. Mouth wide open. Foot them like this. Yeah, then just stare down. Yo, rat that. And you didn't look. You see it? Out there, calling your perfect speak! Peripheral. And it's like, you chop back in that bowl. No, deep it. When the man see the ball did full. When you see ball full. Full bowl of chili. What make a thing said, the man who you take the chili from need itty. And then throw you back in at the bowl. And then you come, name the man vomit chili. And then you see a man vomit you back in that bowl. So boy, you and the man now lips each other indirectly through vomit. Una gay Batman. Really gay. Indirect kissing through your vomit, internal vomit. Nasty on the nasty dog. Nasty on the nasty. You know, nasty. And the man literally say that's as far as him reach. So that means say he literally throw back his chili and tell the other man for go near me. Ratted. But I hit that, my God. Ras. Hold on, my light turn off. One moment. One momento. Alright, sorry for that. Fix my light. My studio light. Gone. Literally just shut off. But anyway, fix it. But as we were saying, man vomit up his chili, like vomit up his chili and tell her to go near me. Like, damn. But anyways, that is for the threads. Let's move on to the next section while me stretch my hand over to the spiraling abyss. Over here, so. And drag something from over here, so. There we go. One spin wheel. Drag the spin wheel from the abyss. It's gonna help we select what we do. So, as we do now, we click the spin wheel. And on the spin wheel for now is like storytelling, gaming, and reacts. And so that's those three. We're gonna spin and we're gonna see what the next section say. So, spin thy wheel! And the wheel is saying, storytelling, wow. Shocker. Well, okay, to the story. Okay, since we're gonna do story time, we're just gonna push this back and head off over to Clebius, cause Clebius will be the one doing the storytelling, not me. I'm only here for the Reddit. Now, take it away, Clebius. Welcome to story time. My name is Clebius, and I shall tell the story. You see the hold on, my storybook there. Sorry, I forget my storybook, hold on. I'm here, alright, I'm back. I got my storybook which on my phone. Make sure you wrap up in your blanket for the order. My name Cleby, short for Clebius. You see, and the storyteller for the Void podcast, you see? I mean help out the king. You see, I'm the bard, practically. I'm the bard, so let's begin story time. You see, right where we left off, back when my name get hired, Void King, VOIDECUS himself, read about perception. Also, we shall go back into perception and continue the story. Here, from Clebius himself. Come like I do CBB News, CNN News and thing. You see? But anyways, where we left off, we left off yeah, we left off with the bomb. That's how we left off. Now, I will continue. The students rose from their chair as their situation just got stranger. The next moment, the hand fell to the school's roof, collapsing it onto the teacher as she was then crushed under the debris, with the giant hand pressing down on it. My G, what kind of story this? The Void King make this attempt for read as the bard, but no, so that story are wicked. Imagine one random hand come down in your school ceiling and just pie. The teacher get crushed. One thing you see are just probably the lower half of her body and her intestines just drips down to the first floor. Like damn, kind of morbid. But anyway, let's continue. The students were in shock, their eyes diluted, and they couldn't speak or scream as fear overtook them. In the next moment, the Dean of Discipline came rushing into the class, grabbing the door frame with force. Students, get back! Get your black asses to the library! Right fucking now! He shouted to the top of his lungs. Yo, before I continue this, Mr. Dean of Discipline, you rush coming in my classroom with one big fat hole in our roof on the second floor down to the first. What do you think you can do? You can call me black, you can call me ass, however you want to call me ass. But that not help the situation. But anyways, the Dean of Discipline can get a slight pass because I'm trying to shape the students and with MC. But anyways, the students left their belongings and rushed out of the classroom as it was revealed that there were other students heading to the library as well. Rushing for their lives as huge titans hovered over the school, with one titan stomping on 10 students, making them a pool of blood. 10. One time. How big are these giants? How big are we talking? Attack on Titan big? Or like Godzilla big? How big are we talking? First 10 students. Damn. Miss what? 50 more? And the Titans were fighting some flying monsters, and they were also grabbed some of the students and flew off with them. Back foot. Some big pterodactyl that. Not even know what pterodactyl look like. Both of the students managed to enter the library with almost all the teachers dying in the process. As they barred the doors and sealed it off from the outside, as they shot put in the library till the madness was over. And also them a teacher idiot. My G, I think boarding up the doors will do. You refer to the giant them just step through your ceiling and crush your teacher. We think you board up door do. And I like a zombie apocalypse and I like you sit now walk up and down and I watch their way into this. You have pterodactyls that can probably take your zinc off your school top. You have giants that can probably crush your zinc and crush you too. But anyways, system alert. Total students 1,400. Fatality rate 17.14%. That's pretty low. 17.14%, that's pretty low. That's pretty low for mortality rate. That's pretty low. But anyways, in the library, the students shot with some of their heads to their knees and others fainting and mumbling incomprehensible words. Big Ross word, incomprehensible. Big word, spell that. Already Ross a go on dog, Franz explained, trying to process the situation. Bro chacho, I'm as confused and perplexed as you, Tyler replied, scratching his head. You Quay, yeah my good. Quay answered speedily. Fran Devil, I know. How are we with him? Franz asked. You might have one episode, Tyler replied. Oh, it's the sword that kicked in. Rah. Rah. It's the sword that kicked in. Now what kind of the sword that this nigga have? In another area in the grill, tattoo bearers were fighting off monsters using their newly found abilities and protecting civilians who couldn't get any powers. Not far from the battlefield, at a shop, a monster was suddenly flung into it, but a barrier protected it from being crushed, as inside there were tools hung on the walls and pictures of people with different tattoos also hung on the walls, as it was revealed to be a tattoo shop. Not a barber shop, a tattoo shop. Inside, the tattoo artist sat in his chair and watched TV, eating chicken and fries as the outside world went to hell. I can't tell you that this story of a tattoo people, they are the king. Cause if a tattoo man sit down in a tattoo shop just today, and dose a bowl of chicken and chips, and I watch football on the TV and shit not right, shit wrong. Shit not for gosh, shit wrong. But anyway, suddenly a random person in his 30s entered the shop with his wife and 2 kids. Take a seat. It's safe in here. We're protected, the man exclaimed in a reassuring tone. You come for a tattoo or something? The tattoo artist asked. No, father. We just come for protection. The man replied, as in the next second, system alert. You think like sweet? Boom! The family was teleported outside the shop, as before they could react or process what happened, the parents were killed by monsters that came out of nowhere, taking their heads off as the monsters slid its own body in its place, taking over the body's functions. Basically, what the story I say is that monster pull up behind, climb up the butt before they could have processed nothing, grab the head, twist it like a screw, pop it off, and then slid their own body within the body, replace the head, and then take over the bodily functions. That just past morbid. That past morbid, dog. No, bro. VOIDECUS. My liege. What kind of story this, Michi? That's so you don't seem right. You show your brain, you show your mental health good. Me not so sure if you continue read this. But continue read. Just to fire me need this job. Me about 20 pit if you feed. But anyway, the tattoo artist could only watch at the window at the horrific sight as he banged at the window. No! And he let the kids them stay inside. Bombo! He exclaimed. In the next moment, the kids were suddenly teleported inside the shop. Seated on the couch, they sat in before teleported outside. Oh, Judge Rastafari! Thank God! The artist exclaimed in relief. She exhaled, a white woman, then walked into the shop, the ringing of the doorbell alerting the artist. I want a tattoo. I want to get a tattoo. A rose on my shoulder would be nice, she exclaimed. Right this way, ma'am. The artist stuttered as he led her to the chair. After some time, the artist was in the middle of getting the tattoo done, the children coloring on paper to pass the time. The woman looked in the mirror as she watched the artist do his work. It seems you are living good in this shop. Electricity, water, food, and a TV. Privileged, she exclaimed, striking a conversation. And a real privilege, you seen? And the screen make me this way. Come like me become a tattoo artist too. Cause if a tattoo artist get protected this much with a barrier protecting shop with a vaporize any monster. Come like me become tattoo artist too. So me can be protected like this man, cause come like them man live like king. But anyways, the floating screen that put us here made you comfortable like a king. And that me I say woman, and that me I say queen. She questioned
as frustration build up inside her. Make me explain. You see, yo, hold on, calm down. I know you're angry, but make me explain in English for you. The artist suggested as you explain. When we transferred to where we are now, a floating screen appeared in front telling me that my shop has been customized to accommodate my needs. That's why it looks so fancy. Woman said, continue. The screen said my shop has a barrier around it and is soundproof, so I won't hear the screams on the outside. But there are rules to the shop. 1. There is no protection, like we just see before when the family get teleported outside. Anyone who enters needs to get a tattoo or show their worth in a different way, or else they will get kicked out into the chaos. Foot marking, but anyway. 2. The artist has full control over their shop because they can decide who stays or who gets kicked out. Who joins them in being an artist and upgrades their shop. Woman said, join being an artist with a question mark. Ras. There are only a handful of tattoo artists and we can choose successors to help us. Woman said, I see. But can you leave this shop? Tattoo artist say, yeah, we can leave. You can leave the shop, but upgrading the shop requires me to meet requirements and get materials. That's where tattoo bearers like you come in. No man, this all like a slavery. Like all the white people them walk up to the blacks and say, you see no cotton here? That's how we hire you people to come pick the cotton. But anyway, that's where you tattoo bearers come in. You can go out and get materials and build cities while protecting us as the artist. Done, the artist exclaimed as he finished the tattoo. System alert. Tattoo acquired. Tattoo. 200 rows. Participant mission complete. Time left 23 hours, 56 minutes and 54 seconds. My G, time never pass. Time never pass. Brother, time never pass. But my any day so we're gonna move on to chapter 2 in maybe the third podcast. Or probably 4th podcast, we don't know. But don't mind me too wrong. Me try to get waves, you see? Me try to get waves. But don't worry about that. Believe me done. We on to chapter 2 now. Me can get me pay for me 20 pick to them. Me need it. I'm a 6 baby mother.
Yeah, you can get the pay now.
Alright. Thank you. But anyways, bye-bye. My name is Clevius the Bard. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye.
Alright, I'm back. As Clevius say, like and subscribe. Me say this from the start. I know me say it now, like and subscribe. Anyways, it's been 24 minutes or so. Me record the podcast. Podcast not so long, but anyways, next time we do this podcast, as I say, me upload podcast every Thursday. We can probably upload on a Wednesday, but not so sure. But me know if you're fat, we can upload on a Thursday. On a Thursday night. Probably. Or on a Thursday morning. But anyway, on a Thursday. But I got any day, so the podcast was nice. Hope you like it. Let me tell you some guys. Hope you like it. Like, subscribe, as I said earlier, please. It will help support the day. Good morning, good evening, and good night wherever you are. A matter of fact, you see the plate we have in front of you? Go back in that pot, take a little bit more gravy because the rice look way too dry. Matter of fact, the chicken look drier than the rice.